Macarthur on Sunday, a couple of team things first of all. Apart from Rufer, who we know is out, everybody else is in contention for selection?
Oscar Van Hattem's got a slight strain in his groin, so he probably won't be available for selection this weekend, and as you know, as Roos is out.
You made a number of changes last weekend against Melbourne City. What's going to inform your selection decisions for Sunday's game?
Oh, well, the performance from the game on the weekend, and also how the boys go during the week. So we're working on obviously a game plan against Macarthur, and we're looking at players, and we're rotating players in certain positions to see what the best solution is for the game. And the great thing is as a coach, you've got a headache of players that can come in and do a certain role. So look, for me, the game plan against Melbourne City was to go with what we believe was a side that understood the playing style, that was with us for a certain amount of time. And which gave us also a lot of firepower off the bench to bring on those players. It would have been nice to go in a 0-0 at half time, not 2-0 down, and chase the game, but the guys coming on the field influenced the game and got us back into the game, and we walked away with a point against Melbourne City. So this week we'll decide on what we think is the best side to play against Macarthur.
So is that a bit of a balancing act in having firepower on the bench, which as you say you did last week, and they did the job for you when they came on, and wanting to be on the front foot from the start, especially at home?
Yeah, look, we want to, for me, we always want to put out our strongest squad that's available for us. Now we're playing at home, it's very important that we capitalise on these home games. We haven't had this luxury the last 2 seasons, so now it's very important for us to, we've got 2 games before the break that we maximise and get 6 points out of the game. So, like I said, we'll select the squad that we believe is the best squad to win us the game.
David Ball, did he come through okay with his first game back?
Yeah, he was very stiff the day after, but look, Bally, everyone knows Bally works hard for the team, he works hard for the group, and look, for us he's a very influential player, so he's feeling good at the moment.
As far as Macarthur are concerned, Ulysses Davila, your former player, won't be coming, his hamstring hasn't recovered. Does that change the way you approach their attacking threats?
Look, I think they still got some decent players. They've got some good wingers up front that can hurt you in 1v1 situations. Danny De Silva is still a very influential player for them. So, Noon's back into the squad as well. So, look, they've got a good attacking side. They're a high aggressive pressing team as well. And look, they don't mind being man for man at times within the game. So we need to find solutions on how to exploit that.
How much confidence did you take, not just you, but the squad, from coming back against Melbourne City at 2-0 down, good side, they've won all their games, a lot of people's favourites to win the whole thing. How much confidence did the team take from being able to do that? I
think the boys should take a lot of confidence out of that game. I think to the point where we conceded the penalty, I think we were playing some good football. We had a couple of opportunities. Wayno had an opportunity that was called back an offside, and that's one that we need to score so VAR can review. And also I think we had a good opportunity with Suts as well, where we didn't hit the target. So I thought we were playing some good football until that time where we made a mistake, obviously turned over the ball and gave away a pen. And a similar situation again in transition where we still had the numbers to deal with it, where we didn't deal with it and we conceded the second goal. But look, no one generally goes to Amy Park against Melbourne City and has close to 60% possession and probably 200 passes more than the opposition. So for us, I think the boys should grow from that game and have a lot of confidence leading into this next game.
So you've got this week and then next week against Western United, then the break for the World Cup. How keen are you to go into that break with a bit of a launching pad, a couple of wins at home and ready to attack the second 2/3 of the season? Yeah,
look, I think it's good and bad. I think we'd like to just continue through and play the games, but the reality is we have a World Cup and there is a break because obviously players are going to get selected for their national team, especially for the Australian national team. So it's nice to know that we've got 2 games and then there's a break, but at the same time I would like to continue through if we could.
And Macarthur's a team that historically you've been pretty good, matched up pretty well against. All of the games have been in Australia. First time they'll come to New Zealand. Do you feel like it's a good match-up for you at this time of your team's development?
Yeah, look, I think the way the direction that we're heading is going upwards at this side. And Macarthur haven't travelled to Wellington as yet, so I think it'll be a different journey for them to experience as well. Look, they lost their last game, obviously against Sydney. They still played well, though, considering they were 10 men. They could have got themselves back in the game last minute as well against Sydney. But look, I think it's going to be a good challenge. I think 2 good teams that want to play, so I think it'll be an entertaining game.
So So Dwight York's in charge. Teammate of yours at Sydney
Yes.
FC in the inaugural A-League season championship winners. Have you seen him much, if at all, since then?
No, I haven't spoken to Dwight for a long time. We had a brief chat just before the cup game that we had. So I'm very pleased for Dwight as well. He wanted to stay in the game and go into coaching, and I think he's doing a fantastic job.
What is it about that 05-6 team? Because there's the two of you, there's Stevie Corica, Macarthur Dan, also Mark Milligan, who's assistant at Adelaide. Ruben Zadkovic came into that team late, I think when you were in. All turning up in management now.
Yeah, and Popper was with us later on as well. So look, I think it's just a generation of players that's played at a decent level and love the game, and now we get our football fix in a different way. We can't run like the players do these days, and maintain that ability to do that day in, day out. So we love the game so much, and I think the game has given a lot to us, and it's our way of giving back to the game as well, and also trying to help players reach their aspirations.
And just a final one on a slightly different topic. Your women's counterpart Natalie Lawrence is in a situation where she's got some games coming up that or the New Zealand has that are outside of FIFA window, and Natalie will no doubt be asked if she can release some players to play against the US. Do you have a philosophy around that, around club v country outside of FIFA windows?
We've done this previously. We did it last season as well, where we sent players early over to the All Whites to play, and look, we made it work. In the sense that they took a couple of players and then sent a couple of players back, and it's a bit of a negotiation. But look, for us at the same time, I want the players to experience international football. I think it's very important that they experience international football, because I think that's another level that they need to step up to. You're playing against the best players that are playing for the opposition country, and I think it's a great experience for these players to get.